Hello and welcome back. This is Beth from Apps for Market Share, and today I want to do a really quick video for you on how to set up new events in if you have the Events tab in your app. So here we are back again at the a4mlogin.com. That's where you find your back office portal where you can log in and do these kinds of changes to your app. So if you don't know your login information on that, I would number one suggest that you get in contact with one of us so we can get that to you. And then number two, I would also suggest that you watch the general overview tutorial that's here on our YouTube channel. That will give you kind of a general, obviously a general overview of this whole back office area before you delve into changing or adding events. So, okay, at the top here is the main dashboard, and you're going to want the content tab, and then your individual tabs you'll find down here in these gray boxes, and you're going to want events. And that loads up, and you can see I put in some fake events here that we're going to take a look at. And so the first thing you're going to want to do when you are, and there's probably going to be fake events in your app when you first get it, because we put some in there to get it approved through Apple. So you're going to want to, of course, delete those out and put in your own events, real events. But there's a couple things I want to point out first. Up here, you can put in a global background color. So basically what that means is that, and you'll see it in a second, but in the background of each of your events when it shows up on your app, it has a nice color behind it. It's not just plain white. And we will always put a color in there because that's very important to Apple. So, but you can change it to whatever you like just by clicking on this cross and then moving it around, and you can see whatever color is up here in this box is the color that you're going to end up with. And we always try to match it up to your app, your logo colors and so forth, and you'll find that it generally is like a light pastel kind of a color, obviously, because you're going to have print over it, so you're going to want it to be something that's easy to read. However, you can do a dark color and then change the text color right here to white if you want to do that, or if that's really matches your brand. So it's very flexible, and you can put in whatever you like. I'm going to leave this sort of a light blue color with the black text, and then you click update colors, and it'll give you the message that your colors have been updated. Okay, so the next thing you've got here is it'll allow you to have it so that anytime you put a new event in here, it'll automatically have it be inactive. To me, I don't see the point in that, but if you're going to put an event in, you're going to want it to be active. But, I guess if you're putting a lot in, you can leave that box checked. Just remember, if it's checked, you're going to have to activate them individually, and I'll show you where that is in just a second. You can order them on the app and here as well, either by date and time, or you can manually order them. I always leave them by date and time, but it's up to you. You can also add a single event, or you can go in and add a recurring event. And there'll be a separate video on adding a recurring event, so the videos aren't super long. It's pretty straightforward. When you want to add a single event, you just bring it up, and you're presented with a little dashboard, and you can see it gives you this page's colors, and it will automatically put in our global color. But you can change it. If you want to change it for each event, you can, and where that color shows up is down here in the background. So this is going to be where you're going to put your description in. So now you can choose a file that will show up as a header, and I'll show you that in just a second. You choose your event date just by clicking on the calendar here. So say you wanted to put one in for June the 5th. And the time is going to be military time. So, 2 o'clock is going to be 1400 hours. And let's say you want to go to 4 o'clock, or let's say you want to go to 4:30. And this is by 5-minute increments. So obviously you can be very specific here if you like. And then you name it. Open house. Oops. And then here's that active box. So you're going to want to make it active. And so that it shows up on your app. If you leave that unchecked, it just won't show up on your app. And then, here's where you put in whatever information you want. And you can, with this, just like the other editors, you can bold, you can underline, you can italicize, you can come over here, change the color to a bright red or whatever you want. You can highlight it with yellow. You can do pretty much whatever you want to with this. You can also upload an image with the image uploader. You can edit the image once it's in here. You can add a bullet point. You can add numbers. I mean, you can change the font. You can change the font size to a nice big font if you want. You have to select though, sorry. And I mean, there's just really all kinds of stuff that you can do here. It's very flexible, just like the other editors. So that's adding an event. When you add it, it's going to show up in here. So let's go down here and look at our open house. And here is where you've added the header. You just choose the file as you would adding any other image, and there is an image editor in here as well, just like in the other tabs. And join our open house, the time, everything's in here, and you can edit it and change it if you need to. And the app will allow people to say if they're coming or not to it, and when you're in here, they can make comments, and you can see who's coming, because if people indicate that they're coming to your event through your app, all of those names will show up here. And then you can upload more photos to it, almost like a gallery of images if you want to, which is kind of cool actually. So you can get really detailed with these if you like, or you can just keep it really simple. And and then when you go into your app for the first time after we've gotten it approved, you'll want to delete, and really all you do is just come to this tab and click the delete button. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. And boom, it's gone. Okay, and that's really it in terms of putting in new events into your mobile app. Any questions? Feel free to contact your sales representative, and we'll be more than happy to help you. Thanks a lot for watching.